YouTubers, welcome to part 7. It's Monday morning and I've opened up and started. First job I've done is got rid of that black wire that caused me all the hassle. I've put a proper shroud on that, so now that should be alright. Right, I'm looking for a job. I need to do something. Can't do a lot. The stuff I'm hoping will turn up today, so it'll give me something to keep pushing on with. So I'm just looking round thinking, where shall I go now? I've looked at this back shock. I'm thinking about pulling that off, because it could really do with a bit of TLC and a bit of love. Hopefully the brake cable will turn up today and be correct. So there's a job here I could be getting on with. Let me move this. I could put the new pin switch in there. I have got one over here. That I could put that in and maybe wire that up. That'll be one less thing to do. And that shock as well, to do with coming off, cleaning up, might be repainting. There's loads and loads I could be doing, but I want to get it together as much as I can. I'm desperate to get this cam chain back in so I can put the engine back together, because I don't like keep moving it around with bits hanging out of it. Right, I think first thing I'll start with is simple job, is just putting that in. So let me get that in there then. Right, I've connected the pedal back up to take the pressure off that spring so I don't get a false reading from the brake. I've connected the new switch up, which is light green to light green, well, green with a yellow stripe, and the black that I was plugged into before. Now, let me turn the meter on. We have nothing. Pull the lever. There you go. Hear it beeping. Off. On. There we go. That's put an elastic band on it to stop it from the little switch pushing the lever out. So yeah, that's correct up to this piece at the back. There we go. Happy with that. Right, find something else to do now. Right, what I've done, I've wired a bulb into it. Now, that would be my backlight on. Pull my brake light. We know all that wiring's good now. The only thing I'm left up here with are the indicators. So that seems to be working spot on. Happy with that. Right, seeing as I'm on a bit of a roll with the wiring and the backlight works, I thought I'd plug a couple of little bulbs in and try the indicators. So, whack, whack. That switch is working. I haven't got another 2 lots of bulbs, otherwise I'd try it on the other side as well, but I will do once I've done this. So that is right indicator off. We don't know if the flash unit's any good, that's probably why it isn't flashing. But yeah, put it on the right, bulbs come on. Brilliant. Let's try the other side. Swap the wires round, and now left side. Where's my bulb? Put it somewhere. There it is. There we go. There we go. Left side off. There we go. We're on a roll. And we still got on. What a bonus. So all we gotta do is find the headlight. We've got that. We've got the wiring sorted. Right then, let me have another little play around. Right, what I've done, I've got a brand new flash unit. I'll put that in line. And now, ooh, hang on. Try it that way. We have indicators that are flashing. Well, what would be indicators? Can't believe my luck. I'm on such a roll this morning. Right then, what should we do next? Right, playing around. There, I'm just welded on the support bracket for the exhaust. I know one of the subscribers was a bit concerned about the vibration and all the rest. But yes, I was putting one on anyway. And there you go. It's on there. So that's one less job I've got to do. Still waiting for the postman. Postman seems to be late today. Anyway, I'll keep diddling, keep finding more things to do. Right, I think I found my next job. We have no kill switch for here, because this bike come with no controls or anything, as you know. The front end was off. Right, here's my plan. Got this one here. This is the one that we tried to mattle up for the xl250s, the white one. So my plan is we'll take this lot of wiring out of it and just use the kill switch. I'll leave the button in it, but all we need is the kill switch to run down for the engine kill. So that's what I think I'm going to do. That way I haven't got to hunt around for anything, because we've got a new one for the xl250, the white one. So this is now defunct, so this can go on that bike. It's genuine. Okay, it's not exactly right, unless I can find another bottom. I'll have a look around and see if I can find a different bottom, and that'll put everything right. Oh, let me have a play about again. Right then, unsoldered that lot, and now we have a switch. At least that will look something like. Well, I'm happy with that. I won't plug this lot in yet until I get the bike running, to make sure, you know. Well, I have tested it, it shouldn't be faulty, but I can always wire that in later. Yeah, we're having a good day today. Only thing slowing me down now is the postman. He still hasn't come. Oh well. Well, it's Tuesday morning. I give up on the postman yesterday. He didn't show. Anyway, I'm trying to find something to do. Right, I've got a plan. Whether it works or not. I've got this grinder spanner that you take the discs off with. Now, we've got no speedo for this, but I have got a speedo off a 250s from Canada. So my plan is, whether it works or not, I'm going to use this bracket to make a mounting for it, because this mounting is for the other speedo. So my plan is I'm going to get that on there like so. I'm going to have to open this hole up to take an ignition. I'll have a speedo, and then I'll have to put other holes in it for, i.e. lights, or you know, your indicators or your high beam at some point. So let me have a play around with this and see what we can come up with. It may work, it may not. So the first thing I need to do is open that hole up to 26mm to take an ignition. So I've got the step drill. We'll have a go, see if we can open it up. That way I'll have somewhere to put the ignition. Right, let me drill this out. Right, I've drilled that out. Now I want to cut these knobs off. So I've got the axle, we'll cut them off and carry on from there. Right, made a bit more progress with this bracket I'm making. Right, put some more holes in it. Had to cut this out to take the speedo for the speedo drive. Here's my clock, which is a proper one for the Canadian xl250s. I've done some fixings here I've sorted out. Right, I'm going to stick it on, see what it looks like. Right, now that's bannery thing, that's what I've made. That is solid, that's all rubber mounted, as it should be, in there, all on rubbers. The ignition, I've just got to put a little square so it actually drops in and then it'll lock in. But yeah, I'm happy with that. Gives me a speedo. This little gap here, I'm hoping I can find a little bulb that will drop in there with a green on it, show me that it's in neutral, and I'll be happy. That'll do. Looks pretty alright to me. Look better when the headlight bowls in. Postman's bin, dropped me a cable off, front brake. Hopefully this one will fit. I'm still waiting for a headlight bucket. Rails obviously isn't coming today, but everything's coming together. It's getting there from what we started with. It's getting there. Still desperate to get this cam chain sorted. I have phoned the shop up today, said let me know as soon as it comes in. It's supposed to be coming in today, apparently. Right, I'm going to have a look at this brake cable now. And if anyone's got the worm drive, I've got the worm drive. It's the bit that goes from the hub to the worm drive. I haven't got that. I'll show you what it looks like. If anyone's got one, I need one. I'm just looking to see if I can find one. Yeah, here's one like that. That's the bit I'm short of. This isn't for a 250, it's for a 125, but it doesn't fit. So if anyone's got one of them, let me know. I'll be interested in that. Right, put that back and let's try this front brake cable. Well, it's finally turned up. I've got the cam chain, so that's tomorrow's job. I've also new back tyres on. I'm too old to ball out these. When I went to put the chain up, I got them to put the new tyre on as well. So it's got a new chain, new sprockets. We're getting there with it, slowly but surely. So tomorrow's job, get that timing chain back in it. Yeah, got it eventually. Still no headlight bucket though, still waiting for that. Right, I've been a busy boy. It's Friday today. Wednesday I picked the timing chain up. Thursday I had a couple of hours, threw the engine back together. Had a bit of a trauma with it. when I put this casing on, the little spring here had been disconnected. When I put the casing on, this little spring, because I didn't see it, got wedged in there, which meant I rebuilt the whole lot, started it up, run it, went to wire this back up, and then noticed it got caught in the casing. I thought, oh God, what am I going to do? Anyway, I managed just to loosen everything off, all the bolts, pull it just a little bit open and pull it back out. Lucky enough, it never leaked, and I haven't got no leaks now. Anyway, what have I been up to today? Let me take you a walk around. Headlights in. It's not wired up. I'm doing is just doing a dry run. But yeah, that looks loads better with the headlight in there. None of that wiring hanging out everywhere. Another thing I did manage to source is that bit. Now, these are so hard to come by, but lucky enough, I managed to get one with a key. So that'll, once I put some lights in here, which I've got to sort out from the red plug, then we'll have what we need. Also, with this key, I cut, because it's good, genuine Honda key. The lock here, I've taken off and recut that lock to match this key. So now, put the steering lock on. Okay, steering lock's on. There we go. So that'll match that. The other one I've got to do is this one, but I'm not too sure how to get that one off. I think it's bolts that snap, so I'm going to have to drill it and put new bolts in. But things are moving on. I've got a new choke cable. I haven't put that on yet because I want to take the carb off and give the carb a clean. And put that on. Yeah, switch the ignition on, light comes on, light goes off. We still have horn. All that seems to be working. Wired the kill switch up. The only thing I haven't wired up yet is the headlight. Headlight's got to be wired up, but I needed the bike running for that, so that's another job I can get on with. And then I think I'm going to cut the red block connector in there and just splice the wires to go in here. Right, that's what I've been up to. There's the mudguard that's going on it. I've got to find a couple of, I think number plate screws will do it, black ones, put them in there. But yeah, she's starting to look like it, considering what she was like. Yeah, she's definitely coming on now. Right, I'm going to crack on a bit longer and see where I can get up to next. Right, there she is running. I've slipped the mudguard on now. You can still hear the tappets. I've left them loose. Right, but if I do this, it's just that tappet's there, the intake. No cam noise, just the tappet. Yeah, just stick the finger up the exhaust, forms it down. There you go. Just got to set the tappets up on it. There we go. Just going to give it a quick go. First run on it. See see if it's how it goes. Stunt pilot, our first run with it, even though I haven't had a go on it. Whoa. So she's come an awful long way from that thing I had in the back of the car with no front on it. I think it'd help if we put the seat and the tank on, it might look a little bit better. But this is just to see how she goes. Yeah, I've got to change them handlebars, they're bent as well. So I've got another set of painted up. But you can definitely see they're bent when you're sitting on it now. He's having too much fun. Right, find out what his opinion is when he comes back. Oh, there's the old Bill. The old Bill living the street here.
That goes really well. Can't wait to get a seat on it and properly have it.
Properly have it?
Well, I'm sure.
You mean get some thrape?
Yeah.
Pull well?
Very well, yeah. Sound any good?
Sounds lovely. Bar that. Yeah, the ticking from the tappets. Right, good result. We'll get in there with it again. Right, let's get it in and do some more. Decided just throw a few bits on it. The tank and the seat just on the side panels just loosely, just to see how it's going to look in my head. To me now it looks like an xl250s. A lot of it now I think is going to be cosmetics, but yeah, it runs, goes. I'm happy with it. I think Tom's pleased with it, the way it goes. But yeah, it's made. We made 2 good XLs at the minute. Still loads and loads to do on them, so stay subscribed. We'll keep moving on, keep getting better. We've still got to come up with something to cover the battery. There's endless work to do on them. So thanks for subscribing. Hi to all the new subscribers. There's loads of other videos on XLs and other bikes. If you have a flick through the channel, what else could I sell you? Yeah, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell, and then hit all. Then you won't miss anything that we're up to on these bikes. Now, what is it, Saturday? There's a few jobs I'd like to get done on this. What I've just been messing with is have a neutral light, just a temporary thing coming off it, just so we know we've got neutral. Now I want to get this airbox out and get this carb out and give it a clean. So we'll get the screws out, we'll get the box out, get the carb off, get it on the table. So that come out pretty well. Just dropped the airbox, popped it out, and just got the cables off. Took the bottom off the carb, and that'll focus. That is pretty clean compared to what I'm used to. Yeah, it's not bad at all. I'm just gonna whip this jet out, have a look, see how it looks in there. So here we go. Well, there ain't really much to show you. Everything's pretty clean considering the fuel that come out was green. I won't focus on that. Yeah, that's all clear. Yeah, so might as well stick it back together. Seems okay. Well, get it back together, get it put back on. Well, that didn't take long. Right, as you can see, this airbox is filthy in here. I'm going to give that a good wash out with some clutch and brake cleaner. I've still got to connect the throttles back up. I want to change this broken choke cable, so I've got it apart. I can do that. This air filter, that still smells of stale fuel, so I'm going to put a sponge on that, clean all that up and put all that back together. I'll show you when I've done it. There you go, that's a lot better. Got an air filter on it now. I've made this up here because there's a piece that pushes in to hold everything forward. We haven't got that, excuse me, so I've made one up out of some metal. That's holding in there nicely. Now it's just reassemble the throttle and the choke. We'll get the side cover on first. Crack on a little bit longer. Well, looks like we've got a visitor. Looks like Bill's come to help. No, he's not come to help. No. You can't see him probably in there shaking his head going no. Right, throttle's connected back up. That's okay. I've just got to fish all this out from here. Choke cable, put the new one on. Oh, it looks like he's found someone to talk to as well. Right, I'm going to crack on with this. Right, we're just sitting here talking bollocks as usual, me and Bill. Now, he's going on about these bikes that we're doing, these 2XLs. He's saying, totally strip it down, do the frame, go to town on it. And I'm saying that they've only got a certain value, and it doesn't matter if they're a bit rough like this. People like to buy them like this, with all the wears and tears and scars of its 40 odd years of life. So Bill, what's your point?
Point is, I would like some of you to answer this question. If you were going to buy an XL and it was up for £2,500, would you prefer it all done nice, or would you prefer it like this? That's what I was saying.
Yeah. And
Me, if I was going to buy one, I'd expect it to be all refurbished up. If I'm spending £2,500
or more.
or more. But I know it's the patina, I know it's the use of it, but honestly speaking, if you were buying one to ride and show or whatever, what condition would you prefer it in? That's all I'd like to know.
And I'm saying, when they're in this sort of condition, it doesn't matter if it's a bit wet, it doesn't matter if it's rained or whatever. You climb on them and you ride them, and that, to me, that's what it's about. Where if you've got them, like I have a few up there, they're really tasty, and I wouldn't go out on them when it's pissed down the rain. I'll take that one, or another one,
Or another one.
or another one, or another one, or another one.
Some out the back garden, or some out the camper, or
Some from other places.
healthy places.
But yeah, so what do you feel? Do you feel like you want to buy one, do it up and ride it, or buy one that's all done?
And enjoy.
Yeah, so I enjoy this as knowing I can just climb on it and go, not worry about if it's going to piss down the rain later on in the day. So let us know what you think. What would you rather have? Me, something like this. Right, I had my orders off Bill, what he wanted me to do before tomorrow. That shock, as you can see, he's really manky. So I've stripped this one down, cleaned it, painted it. So that's one down. That's pretty good, like that. So I'll get that one on and get the other one off. He also wanted me to do this guard. Welded the nut on there, so that's all fitted. We'll have that back off, and we'll have a bit of colour on that as well, brighten the thing up a little bit more. There we go, heat shield's done, painted. I'm going to leave that till tomorrow now. And Bill, you ain't getting that other shock done today. I've had enough. That can wait till tomorrow. Anyway, as with me and Bill was talking about these sort of bikes, that people have them and they're just put in the garage and they won't be used because of the weather and stuff. They're just showpieces, just to go out on sunny days. Well, I'll go out in all sorts of weather. So that's my point anyway. You have a bike to use it and enjoy it, not just a show thing. Anyway, this one will turn out alright, I think. I think that looks really good, that shock. We just keep it up to that standard. It'll be a lovely bike in the end for a piece of crap that I bought. And then we can get this one so far, and then we'll jump back on the other one once we got this one somewhere near, because this was the worst one.